My daddy Johnny here today, so I won't go there. But y'all realize you ain't messing with a broke. About gold diggers or people who are money crazy or money hungry, but and we all know them, but I'm not talking about them, but I'm talking about, watch this, I'm talking about people who need to know. I mean, they have an innate need to know that you love them, and you must show them and demonstrate your love for them in tangible ways. They need to know that they have crossed your mind. Now, gifts come in all shapes and sizes. Some are expensive and others are free. Oh yeah, some are free. I'm going to show y'all that in a few minutes. Some are free. And watch this. In fact, some of the best gifts are the free gifts. Some of the best gifts are the free gifts. Those that you didn't have to go to Walmart or Macy's or whatever your favorite store is, or the Dollar Tree. Y'all ain't saying nothing. Or the street vendor. Y'all know how y'all be. Y'all be here. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now listen. Some are expensive, but some are free. Now gifts may be purchased, they may be found. All right. Now that don't mean stolen. I just need to clear that. I need to clear that. Did y'all hear what I said? I said they may be found, but I don't mean stolen. Y'all ain't said that. All right. And then they may be made. They may be made. Now, to those individuals whose primary language is the receiving of gift, the cost of the gift really doesn't matter. It is really, again, and I keep underscoring it. I said, if you make me a giver, I said, I'll do what you want me to do with money. Don't give me money to make me wealthy, but give me money so that I can be a blessing for your kingdom. And then God told me that if I can give, watch this, then I can have that which I'm asking for. And so I said, God, I got all this debt. And God said, give your way out of debt. Now that don't even make no sense. But sometimes that's how God does things. God said, give, and give. And so I learned it. Listen, and can I really just be transparent here? Can I really be transparent? Y'all need to understand. Listen to this, y'all. Y'all need to understand that when I was in Texas, I had been preaching maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. But at the time, I wasn't a tither. I was in ministry, wasn't a tither. Now I know that's a shame, because anybody that says that they in ministry ought to be tithers. Anybody in leadership ought to be tithers. Now, y'all ain't said nothing. But I will admit, for 2 or 3 years, that's where I was. That's where I was. And God had to tell me that's why I was broke, because I was robbing him of his money. Y'all didn't get that on the way home. Get that on the way home. So I said, God, if you do this for me, God, okay, I will give. And so God began to teach me about giving. But here's what I had to learn. Here's what I had to learn. I had to learn how to be a giver. God had to teach me. And here was the thing that I had to learn. Here was some revelation. First of all, I had to learn that giving wasn't spending. There's a difference. Giving is not spending, and you will not get this revelation if you keep associating your giving with spending. But what I had to learn is that giving was a form of worship and a form of investment. All right, I'm in the Bible. Luke 6:38 says, give.
And it shall be given back.
Stop right there. Give.
Give.
It's not an option. It's not a suggestion.
Command.
It's a commandment. Give, and you got to say it forcefully.
Give.
Give, and it shall be given unto you. In other words, you will get a return on your investment. And the only way to get a return on your investment is through giving. Are y'all with me? So you got to learn that there's a difference between giving and erratic spending. Now, they both are the release of money, but with spending, watch that, it's an exchange for a service. And sometimes, see, if you don't appreciate the service that you get, you see, it causes postpartum depression. But when it comes to giving, watch this, we ought to freely release. And that's why Paul says in another text that we are to not give begrudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. So you cannot, watch this. And so what has to happen, in fact, my brothers and sisters, close your hand. Just put it out there like this and close your hand. Now listen, you cannot receive when your hand is like that. So in order to receive, you got to, first of all, open. But when you're opening, it's also a form of release so that you can get in a position or posture to receive. So the revelation here is that if you release, you shall receive. All right? Y'all with me? Now, so what I had to learn that my giving was a form of worship. Watch this, it honored God, and that it was an investment that I would eventually, watch this, get a return on. Can I tell y'all another thing? And I'm almost done here. Let me tell you one more thing. I learned this, watch this, at another church. Actually, I learned that there's a difference between seed time and harvest. Yeah. See, because when I was in Canaan, AME Church, Masu. And listen, and one of the things that I learned, see, when I was growing up, because I played basketball, what I would do is I did all kind of little crazy things, but I would only go to church so that I could pray about the basketball game. And so what I would do is I would do like little crazy stuff, like I would give so that we can win the basketball game. I ain't said that. But I'm being honest. I would do something, you know what I'm saying? Because some of y'all want something from God. And listen, this giving is not manipulation. Okay. Can I really tell y'all that this giving is not, because God is not flattered by manipulation. And those that you are in covenant with are not flattered by manipulation. They can tell when you're trying to get something else from them. But listen, but you need to understand that there's a difference between seed time and harvest. So what I had to understand is that there was definitely a distance between my giving and my receiving. So and listen, don't be expecting, watch this, a harvest